time for Wave 3 Listens Live on Kentuckiana's first live local TV talk show, all hosted by John Ramsey. This is Wave 3 Listens Live.
And welcome to the Winter Wonderland edition of Wave 3 Listens Live. It's beautiful out there, like a big snow globe. Hopefully you're home, taking it easy today. Wouldn't it be nice to be at home every day to enjoy your retirement? We're going to help you with your roadway to retirement. Brookstone Financial is in the house. Mr. Seth Stewart is with us. He is the managing partner of Brookstone Financial. Seth, welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me back, John.
You know, you guys are a little bit different. You know, I've talked to retirement experts on this show often, but what you guys offer is very different. You're not really product driven. You're more results driven. That's the way I say it. But when you're describing Brookstone Financial to potential clients, what do you say, Seth?
Well, you said it, John. I mean, we focus on solving problems, not selling products. We're really geared more toward the distribution phase of life. I mean, most of our clients are probably 50 years of age or older, and they're 5 to 10 years away from retirement, or maybe they're 10 to 15 years into retirement. But you know, in the industry, so many people focus on accumulating assets. Our job is to show our clients how to efficiently and effectively withdraw money from their accounts to minimize the risk of running out of money in retirement.
I like the sound of that. That's, you know, and today, perfect, very appropriate today, because hopefully you're off work, taking it easy a little bit. And wouldn't it be nice not have to call your boss or your coworkers and say, okay, this is like, you know what, this is my life. This is kind of nice, you know?
Absolutely.
Are you surprised about, I think when you're younger, when I was in my 20s and 30s, my idea of retirement has changed. And I think also places like yours or people who offer services like yours, they have changed as well. Everything's kind of evolved a little bit, hasn't it?
It has, and John, we're a fairly young group all in all at Brookstone, and I think that, you know, the mentality within the industry is, you know, a lot of people get stuck in their ways and they assume that the strategies that worked over the last 15 to 20 years are going to work over the next 15 to 20 years, and I think everyone would agree. I mean, we're in a new world. We're rewriting history, literally moving forward, and technology has such an impact in the ways that we invest and how we trade and so on. So at Brookstone, we really like to utilize that technology to our advantage and our clients' advantage.
You guys are very creative. In fact, you had an event recently, an appraisal event, which I thought was pretty creative and a good idea, because, you know, folks may have heirlooms, family heirlooms, they don't know how much they're worth, and you guys kind of combined both the retirement aspect and say, hey, bring in an old family heirloom. How did that go, that appraisal event?
It was so much fun. I mean, we had a great turnout, first of all. We had a professional appraiser in town, and we had a lot of people from around the community bring in items, family heirlooms, collectibles, had no idea what they were worth. And we had one gentleman, though, by the way, brought in a mug that was owned by a previous president, and the Smithsonian had actually been trying to get him to donate that mug, and come to find out that that mug was worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, you know, you really don't know what you have in your attic or your basement until you have it professionally appraised.
So I thought that was a great idea, because it all kind of ties in together. If I'm thinking about retiring, who knows, if I have a priceless heirloom, that could help a little bit.
Oh,
okay, we've taken a topic every week, and you've discussed in a little bit of detail, as much as you can over the course of this show, about different things, everything from annuities to investments, retirement investment properties, that kind of thing. Today we are going to be talking about a number of things. One of them, Social Security, a little bit later on, and retirement management services. So when I say that's broad, retirement management services, what does that mean?
It is very broad, but let me nail it down. I mean, retirement management services, what it is, I mean, think about this for a minute. If you're sitting at home, you're snowed in for the day off work, how often do you actually hear from the individuals that manage your 401k, your 403b, your employer-sponsored retirement plan? Most people hear from those individuals very far and few between, maybe once a year, twice a year at best. They get very little advice. There's a huge disconnect. You know, people have no idea, you know, how should I be allocating my 401k, my 403b? Maybe you're taking advice from a friend or a coworker. Retirement management services at Brookstone Financial is a fee-based service. Now, this is very interesting, because the fee is 0.25%. So we're talking 1/4%. To put that in perspective for you, let's say you have a $100,000 401k or employer-sponsored plan. How much is it worth to you to protect that $100,000? That's $250 a year. John, that's a very small price to pay to increase the probability that you're going to accomplish these goals in the future. So our retirement management system, here's what we do. We take over the rebalancing, the reallocations, where the contributions are being allocated moving forward. Now, you don't have to move the plan. The plan can stay on the same platform at the employer, but we log in at that point. We do all the rebalancing. all the trading on a quarterly basis. So now you're going to meet with someone local who's going to help lead, guide, and direct you through the remaining few years of accumulation when you're still enrolled in the 401k. John, there was a recent study, right, from 2006 to 2010, one of the most significant market corrections in history, right? 08 and 09, right in the middle of there. So this study was conducted 2006, 2010. It showed that participants, on average, that receive help managing their 401k average approximately a 2.92% greater rate of return each and every year. So if we're charging 25 basis points, but yet you're potentially averaging 3% better per year, there's not too many no-brainers in the financial services world, but John, I'll tell you what, that's a no-brainer in my opinion.
That does sound like a no-brainer. Now, when you talk about protecting your retirement and managing your retirement, what are some of the red flags that maybe people should look for? Like, what kind of things could be involved that could burn someone who has a 401k who does not have someone like yourself managing it?
Well, the biggest risk, honestly, and it may sound kind of silly, but is emotion. I mean, people get really emotional when they start looking at their 401k balances. I hear all the time in 08 and 09, people say, I never opened my statements because I didn't even want to see it. Well, you don't want to put your head in the sand and just pretend nothing's happening. Ultimately, it comes down to having a roadmap to retirement. And our retirement roadmap process at Brookstone Financial will show you, I mean, when you see market volatility, and if you're going to be in the market and in a 401k, 403b, volatility is inevitable. I mean, it's going to happen. But the question is, how much volatility can you see before you are derailed from accomplishing your goals in the future? By helping you identify that number, we take emotion out of the question or out of the whole situation, and now we're looking at it as a business decision and not just kind of a knee-jerk emotional reaction to market volatility.
Yeah, interesting. I know what you said. You were talking about emotion and putting your head in the sand. I think that's probably a lot of people's mentality is like, I don't know if I want to look. But actually, there's many advantages to taking a close look, particularly with a professional like someone from Brookstone Financial.
I mean, uncertainty creates opportunity. I tell people all the time, the money's not going away. When you see the market's down 200-300 points, the money's not going away. Uncertainty creates opportunity. I use the analogy all the time when I was a kid. I loved to go through the creeks and turn over rocks and look for crawfish. You turn over enough rocks in this industry, you're going to find opportunity. And us at Brookstone Financial, that's what we're constantly looking for our clients is opportunity. So by taking control of that 401k and helping you allocate it moving forward, we can increase your potential that you're going to accomplish those goals in the future. So it's money well spent. I mean, fees only matter, John, if there's no value. And that's one fee, 0.25%, that I feel firmly is worth paying.
All right, Brookstone Financial, your retirement roadmap. Coming up, we get a lot of questions about this often. So we've asked Seth if he can actually address these questions. Social Security. What should you know about Social Security as you look for your roadmap to retirement with Brookstone Financial? Seth Stewart is next. We'll talk about Social Security. I know it's interesting, and it is a little volatile. It's up and down, but we're going to try to get your roadmap to retirement on the right path. We'll be right back on Wave 3 Listens. It's always an educational experience for me when I have Seth Stewart in. If you want to learn more about Brookstone Financial, there's the number at the bottom of the screen. There's the website on your screen as well. That's brookstonefinancial.com. Seth, a lot of good information on that website, right?
There is. There's a lot of great report downloads. The one you see there in the picture is the 2015 Social Security and Medicare Facts and Figures report. So a great kit, a great download. Go to the website right now, brookstonefinancial.com. Download this kit. You'll have a lot of valuable information on how to not only maximize your benefits, but how to potentially reduce taxes on future Social Security benefits. So.
And that's important, folks. And what I love about Brookstone Financial, they're really not going to push a lot of different products on you. It's more like a methodology, your roadmap to retirement. All right, Seth, we promised we'd talk to folks about Social Security. Now, this is something, it's been somewhat of a question mark. This is another one of those where I'm burying my head in the sand because I really don't know what's going to happen. So with the volatility of the market and the question mark about Social Security, how can you guys really manage that part?
Well, coordination is the key to success, John. Okay, coordinating all of your assets and income streams in retirement could substantially increase the probability that you're going to accomplish your goals. So coordinating 401k withdrawals at 70.5, coordinating pension election options, and ultimately coordinating your Social Security benefits. Most people don't realize how much money they could be leaving on the table or leaving behind by simply making an uneducated or uninformed Social Security election. And ultimately, we're going to show them how to get the most out of the system, to not leave so much money on the table or leave money behind. We've got a graphic here that I'd like to pull up to show the viewers at home exactly how we maximize those benefits. I realize the numbers are fairly small here, but everyone, first and foremost, everyone that goes to the website, downloads the report, will have the opportunity to sit with us one-on-one for a customized Social Security analysis. And we're going to run through this same exercise when you come into the office. But John, what I want to show viewers at home, ultimately, people when they come in, they have their own idea of when they'd like to draw. In this case, these individuals wanted to draw at 63. Okay, husband age 63, wife age 63. By doing so, the cumulative benefits that they would be expected to receive over their lifetime is about $1.5 million. Okay, we showed them a strategy here that really maximized benefits, and we're squeezing, and I know that's small, but let me point it out, it's $229,000 that we're squeezing out of the system over their lifetime. Now, John, this is not something you're going to hear at the Social Security office. They are specifically advised not to give you strategy advice because they cannot talk to you about your other assets and income streams and how to coordinate benefits. But at Brookstone, when you come in for the analysis, we're going to give you a step-by-step printed, detailed analysis of exactly how you should file for benefits. So this is another no-brainer, John. I mean, this is a great opportunity to get the most out of something that you paid into for 10, 20, even 30 years. You know, you want to get the most back.
When you say maximize your benefits, and if you can give me an additional $200,000, that of course is attractive to everyone. So is it about waiting a little bit? Is that what it's all about, or are there other strategies when it comes to Social Security?
Two strategies in particular that are used quite a bit are called file and suspend and restricted applications. And in many cases, it may involve delaying the primary breadwinner's benefit as long as possible and taking the other breadwinner's benefit, the other spouse, as soon as possible. Now, John, most people know at basic level, Social Security, when one spouse passes away, the surviving spouse steps into the greater of the two benefits. So there's a huge aspect of spousal protection here as well that I think is often overlooked, and it's a huge disservice to clients, especially married couples, when we're not paying enough attention to protecting the surviving spouse if in fact one of them were to pass away.
I would think this would be another reason to come to Brookstone, in that you've got to really look at both incomes.
Yes.
You've got to look at the health of both partners as well,
Yep.
and then come up with some kind of a strategy, correct?
Yeah, life expectancy is always part of the equation. Another thing is taxes, though. Taxes on Social Security benefits, and we have another graphic that I like to pull up just to show you how we can help you be more tax efficient when it comes to when and how to elect Social Security benefits. One of the analysis that we'll actually run for you when you come in for the complimentary consultation is called taxation of benefits. Now, we're going to print you out a detailed cash flow year by year that will show a projection right here in this column of what you could be expected to pay just in taxes, John, on your Social Security benefits. I mean, here's $7,000 a year here. Here's $10,000 a year later on in life. So minimizing these taxes is going to be a huge part of the overall plan or the retirement roadmap that we help our clients assemble.
So there's not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to Social Security, because a lot of people think, okay, if I wait, I get this. If I draw now, I get this. It's different. It varies, correct?
Yeah. So okay, let's look at it this way. Think of interest rates right now. Interest rates are near historic lows. One of the arguments has been, well, okay, I'll take my benefit and I'll beat the internal rate of return on Social Security. If you look at the delayed credits that you actually earn from the ages of 66 till 70, that 4-year period, each year you receive an 8% simple interest increase in your benefits. That's 7.2 compound. John, it's very difficult to find a rate of return guaranteed by your federal government, much less, that's going to average 8% simple or 7.2% each and every year. So in a low interest rate environment such as today, it makes a lot of sense to potentially defer benefits. Now, as interest rates change, obviously our stance on deferring or delaying benefits may change as well.
Wow, this is eye-opening stuff because I had no idea, and I liked your analogy about putting your head in the sand, or the old cliche, because it's true. A lot of folks go, well, I don't want to have to worry about that because I don't know much about it, but it's just a smart move to get with Brookstone Financial and let someone show you exactly what you're going to get, how much you're going to be taxed, all of these on your roadmap to retirement.
We're going to show you the big picture, John. I think that a lot of people come into our office and they expect to talk about mutual funds or stocks or annuities or bonds, and that's not it. And I think we kind of catch them off guard sometimes when we really take a step back and talk about planning. And one of the best questions I always ask, tell me a little bit about your current financial plan. And they shuffle all these documents and papers and tax returns. I say, that's the fuel that drives your plan, the investments. But very few people have a comprehensive financial plan in place, and that's a little scary.
Something that you also do, and you've shown us before up on your website, is that you can actually monitor and gauge how successful your plan is going at a certain point. So if the market does become volatile once again, or we start moving in the wrong direction, you can show them exactly where they should allocate funds and maybe change their game plan, because that happens. That's the way of the economic world.
It's a moving target. Yeah, we call that our probability of success meter. And probability of success will show you at any point in time, just like logging in to check your account balances. And if you work with Brookstone, we consolidate all those account balances. And when you log in, whether the account's at a local bank, another brokerage firm in town, or if we're managing the accounts directly at TD, one of our platforms, you're going to see all your account balances through one simple login. But more importantly, you're going to see a little meter similar to the one you're seeing here on the screen that's going to give you a probability of success of accomplishing your goals in the future. So we're getting real-time data feeds coming into our system, and that allows us to track, monitor, and maintain the plans on an ongoing basis. This is no longer a world where we can just assemble a financial plan, John, put it on the shelf, and assume it's going to be good 5 to 10 years from now. It's a moving target.
Things change. I like that. All right, Brookstone Financial, you may like what you hear. I encourage you. There's the number up on the screen. There's the website as well. And there are the locations now that we have. Lots of locations. Make an appointment today. The initial consultation is absolutely free. Coming up here, we're going to talk about some events with Brookstone Financial. We'll be right back. Very snowy day. I hope you're in. Got the fireplace rolling. I've got Seth Stewart with me. We'll be right back on Wave 3 Listens. We're live. Welcome back. We've got a couple of events coming up with Brookstone Financial. They do it creatively. Tell us what these are all about, Seth.
John, IRA and legacy planning. First and foremost, our job is to maximize our client's income. Close second to that, efficiently transferring what's left in the next generation. You got to come check us out. 2 events, Kingfish Restaurant, March 12th, March 17th from 6 to 8, and Clifty Falls out in Madison, Indiana, March 5th and 10th from 6 to 8 p.m.
That's a beautiful view there.
Oh, it is, Clifty Falls. Yeah, that's a great
Clifty
place.
Falls is beautiful, as well as the Kingfish. So
yeah, great view of the river.
I love
Hopefully
that.
It's not snowing, though.
Well, one thing we do share in common here, of course, he's going to retire a lot more comfortably than I will. But, Seth, one thing we do share in common is a love of good food, good restaurants. And you guys are always nice enough to bring in a gift certificate, share that with our viewers. Yep. So it always involves a little bit of a trivia question. So I'm going to let you go to work here. Okay, now, where are we going to go today? Where are we sending folks if they answer this correctly?
We are going to
Texas
Roadhouse, John. I kind of went blank there for a minute. How much of an increase, here's the trivia question, how much of an increase in Social Security benefits will you see each year by deferring till full retirement age till 70? Now, we gave the answer away earlier,
so if
you were paying attention. Yeah, so take a look at the answers there. A is 6% simple interest, B is 8 compound, C is 7.2 simple, or 8, or D is 8% simple interest.
Something I want to draw your attention to is at your website, folks. Right. I want you, because there's an interesting download. It's absolutely free, and it's good information to have. Brookstone Financial, what can they receive?
It's the 2015 Social Security Medicare Facts and Figures. John, this is going to save you a lot of money, and it's going to maximize the benefits, and it's not only going to maximize your benefits, but it's potentially going to save you a lot of tax dollars in the future by getting the most out of Social Security and Medicare benefits. And John, I don't think people spend enough time planning for these benefits. I mean, a lot of Americans probably spend more time booking a flight on the internet than they do making one of the largest financial decisions of their life, and that's when and how to elect Social Security.
No question about it. And something I think we should stress too, Brookstone Financial, you've got experts like Seth. You've admitted, Seth, you said you're a numbers guy.
Yeah, I love
You're
numbers.
a numbers coach. You love numbers, and I want one of those kind of guys on my team. But you have other experts. It's a team of folks who really help out individuals like myself on their roadmap to retirement, right?
Yeah, it's one relationship, team of professionals. I mean, in this world, you can't be an expert in all things. There's just too much going on. So whether it comes down to Social Security, Medicare, life insurance, long-term care insurance, investment management, at Brookstone Financial, again, it's one relationship, team of professionals. We focus on building holistic financial plans for our clients.
Interesting. I love that. All right. And tell me exactly how the first consultation will go. If someone calls Brookstone Financial, say, hey, I'd like to meet with one of their experts. I like that they're not product driven. They're trying to help me, manage my assets, Social Security being one of those. How does that go?
Yeah, first of all, give the office a call or visit the website. You're going to visit with me first and foremost. So we're going to sit down one-on-one. We're going to take a look at your current situation. I mean, it's kind of like asking for directions. If I ask someone for directions, they say, well, I can't tell you where I'm at right now, so it'd be difficult for me to tell you where you want to go. So ultimately, bring in what you're comfortable with. We'll go over everything you have, and then we'll determine if it can be a good fit for both sides. I mean, at the end of the day, John, we may not be for everyone. We want to make sure that it's a good fit for both parties, both the clients and ourselves.
We've talked a little bit about Brookstone Financial and the definition of, but when you see other retirement planners, retirement companies based on that, what differentiates you when you talk to your peers? What do you say is different about Brookstone?
Yeah, two things, John. I would say, first of all, it's the technology aspect. I mean, again, we really utilize technology to the fullest, and if you're not, I think it's a little reckless not to be utilizing technology. The other thing is we really focus on distribution planning. A lot of the rules that work in your favor during the accumulation phase of life, like dollar cost averaging, when you're taking money out of your portfolio and relying on it for monthly supplemental income, and we get into some big swings in the market, I mean, what was working for you can now easily turn around and work against you when you're taking money out of your plan. On
a day like today when folks are home from work, I like the sound of distribution. What you're saying really, what you're saying is being able to enjoy your retirement, correct? You're saying we're going to show you how to do that, and so you don't have to worry about running out of cash, basically.
Every week, John, I sit down with clients and people within the community, and it's a great conversation to have because there's a lot of, obviously if they have the means to retire, I encourage them to retire. I mean, life is short, the kids, the grandkids, I mean, that's what's truly important. And a lot of folks are out there, they just really have no idea collectively if they can pull it off. So at Brookstone, we're going to take all that data, we're going to take all those accounts, and we're going to give you what we call a probability of success in accomplishing those goals to help put you at ease or give you some peace of mind or sleep insurance in knowing that you can have the income you need in the future.
When you meet with clients, are they surprised a lot about what they did not know? Number one, I'm sure that's a lot of the case. And number two, about, hey, maybe I can pull this off. So if you think it's too late, it's really not. That's one thing you've stressed to me is like, John, we can get it together. We can help, right?
Yeah, it's never too late. I mean, it all ultimately comes down to your goals in life, and everyone's goals are different. So, and lifestyles are different. So we're going to take all that, we're going to put it into perspective for you, put some numbers on it, and then ultimately the choice is yours, whether you feel comfortable moving forward with that retirement plan, but at least you have some hard data, some numbers to base that decision on versus just kind of a shoot from the hip decision of whether or not I'm going to retire today or 5 or 10 years from now.
All right. Seth Stewart, once again, he is the founding partner of Brookstone Financial. Real quickly, we're going to throw that trivia question up there because I think we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Ryan Jennings. He knew the correct answer, but I'm going to let you give it on the air, Stuart.
Yeah, so John,
Mr. Stewart.
The question is, how much of an increase in Social Security benefits would you see each year by deferring to full retirement age 70, or from full retirement age to 70? The answer is D. It's 8% simple interest. Like I said, John, we gave it away a little bit earlier, but congratulations, Ryan. Congratulations, Ryan, and enjoy that gift certificate.
Texas Roadhouse. Okay, every time we start talking to our restaurants, I ask you, I say, your recommendation at Texas Roadhouse. So what would be the recommendation?
As silly as it sounds, I love the roadkill. And the onion. There you see it right there, the free appetizer. The onion there is great. But Texas Roadhouse, you know what, John? You also ought to call ahead. They have call ahead seating. So I know that they're always packed when I go in there, but I always take advantage of that call ahead seating. All right. Once again, Texas Roadhouse. You know, peanuts, man. How can you not love the peanuts? Oh, I love peanuts. Yeah. All right. Once again, Brookstone Financial. And again, go to their website. Now, there's the number on the screen. And Seth, as you can tell, a nice little bedside manner. He's going to make it very easy for you. Whatever you're comfortable with, you bring that to the initial
initial meeting. And then there's the website again for more information. Tough to tell you all that they do here at Brookstone, but the website is a valuable tool.
It's always being updated too, John. So today, you know, these 2015 Social Security Medicare Fax Kit is up there. Go to the website, download that now. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a little events tab. We do a lot of events in and around the community.
Nice way to meet you guys.
It is. It is. You know, from a marketing budget standpoint, we spend our money doing fun things with our clients, and it's a different atmosphere than I think what most people are used to in the financial world.
All right, I like the sound of that. All right, once again, Brookstone Financial. We'll be right back. Enjoy your day at home, but give them a call or check out the website for a free consultation. We'll be right back on Wave 3 Listens Live. In Brookstone Financial, Seth Stewart is with me. Retire Management Services, you call it RMS. Where can they go for more info?
Yeah, call Brookstone Financial 288-9000. We do all the heavy lifting for you. So if you're sitting at home today, you've got that 401k, 403b, you don't know how it should be allocated, 25 basis points. That's cheap insurance, folks, for protecting your 401k, your hard-earned money. For every $100,000, that's only $250 a year. We do all the trades. We do all the rebalancing. Give us a call, Brookstone Financial, and we'll take over the management. We'll do the heavy lifting.
All right, get out there and go sledding with your kids, okay?
I am, John. Absolutely.
And for weather updates, keep